What if I told you that one small decision made in under 30 seconds can be the difference between walking out of the hospital and living with lifelong disability? This is not a motivational line. This is what timely stroke care does today. I will tell you a true-to-life story about how timely stroke care changed a life. And I will show you the exact simple actions that created a big result with little effort in a short time. Stay until the end, because I will give you a 2-minute stroke action plan you can memorize, and a simple checklist you can share with your family tonight. This is the kind of information that saves someone you love when panic takes over. Before we start, please like this video and subscribe. If you are over 50, or you care for someone over 50, comment ready. So I know you are serious about protecting your brain. This video is educational information and not personal medical advice. If you suspect stroke, call emergency services immediately. Now let us start with the moment. Most people get wrong. A stroke does not always look dramatic. It can look like tiredness. It can look like clumsiness. It can look like confusion for a minute. And that is why people wait. They sit down. They drink water. They decide to sleep it off, and that waiting is the trap, because the biggest result in stroke recovery often comes from a short window of time. Minutes. Not days. Not weeks. Minutes. Here is the story. We will call her Linda. She is 67. She lives with her husband. She is the kind of person who does not like to bother anyone. She wakes up, makes tea, and starts her day slowly. One morning, she stands up and feels off. Not pain, just off. Her right hand feels clumsy as she reaches for a cup. She tries to speak and the words come out thick. She laughs it away and says she must be tired. Her husband looks at her face and notices something most people miss. One side of her mouth is not moving the same way. It is subtle, but he sees it. Here is the moment that changed everything. Instead of debating, he does one simple test. He asks her to smile. Then he asks her to raise both arms. Then he asks her to repeat a simple sentence. Her smile is uneven. Her right arm drifts down. Her words sound wrong. He does not argue. He does not wait. He does not drive her himself. He calls emergency services immediately. That call took less than 30 seconds. And it created a result that people spend months praying for, because Linda arrived at the hospital fast. The stroke team moved fast. And treatment started, while brain tissue could still be saved later. The neurologist told them something that stunned them. If you waited at home another hour, the outcome could have been completely different. Linda went from struggling to speak to speaking clearly again. She went from a weak arm to using it again. She went home with rehab, yes. But she went home with independence. Big result. Small effort. Short time. Now let us break down why this works and how you can copy it exactly. Stroke care is time sensitive because the brain needs blood flow. When blood flow stops, brain cells start to fail. The longer the delay, the more damage can become permanent. This is why people say time is brain, but most families do not fail because they do not care. They fail because they freeze. They doubt themselves. They hope it will pass. So I want to replace panic with a simple plan. Here is the first retention key. The biggest stroke mistake is not missing the signs. It is trying to confirm the signs. You do not confirm a stroke at home. You respond to a suspected stroke. Now let us make the signs unforgettable. Use fast F's face. Ask for a smile. Look for uneven movement. A is arm. Ask them to raise both arms. Look for one arm drifting down. S is speech. Ask them to repeat a simple sentence. Listen for slurring or wrong words. T is time. Call emergency services now and note the time symptoms started. Here is the big result you want. Rapid treatment. Preserved brain function. Here is the small effort. 3 quick checks and a call. Here is the short time. Seconds to decide. Minutes to act. Now. I want to show you the second thing that changed Linda's outcome. Her husband did not drive her to the hospital. Many people think driving is faster. It often is not. Emergency services can begin care immediately. They can alert the hospital stroke team while you are on the way. That preparation saves time at the door. And time at the door saves brain. So the second simple rule is this: if you suspect stroke, Call emergency services. Do not drive yourself unless emergency services is truly unavailable in your region and you have no choice. Now, the third thing that changed her life, he noted the exact time the symptoms started. This matters because some treatments depend on time windows. The medical team needs that information to decide the safest next step. So your small effort is this. Look at a clock and say the time out loud. Then write it down or save it in your phone. Time started at 7:12 a.m. for example. Now let me give you a surprise that keeps people watching. Not every stroke starts with dramatic weakness. Some start with a sudden vision change. Some start with sudden dizziness and trouble walking. Some start with sudden confusion. So I want you to remember the bonus signs that many people ignore. Sudden trouble seeing in one or both eyes, sudden severe dizziness with loss of balance, sudden severe headache that is unusual for you, sudden numbness or weakness on one side, sudden confusion or trouble understanding. If any of these appear suddenly, treat it like a stroke emergency. Now, let us talk about the most dangerous delay phrase in the world. I will wait and see. People say this because the symptoms can come and go. Especially with a mini stroke, also called a transient ischemic attack, it can last minutes and disappear. And when it disappears, people think it is fine. It is not fine. It is a warning. A mini stroke is a fire alarm. It tells you a bigger event can follow. Sometimes soon. So here is your rule. If symptoms appear and then disappear, you still call emergency services or you still seek urgent medical evaluation immediately. Big result. Small effort. Short time. Now I promised you a technique to keep your family calm and focused in the moment. It is called the 2-sentence script. Practice it once, so you do not freeze. Sentence 1. I think this might be a stroke. Sentence 2. We are calling emergency services now. Say it out loud. It stops debate. It stops bargaining. It triggers action. Now let us go deeper. Why does timely care change a life? Because modern stroke care can be highly effective when done early. The medical team can evaluate quickly, confirm what is happening, and begin treatment to restore blood flow or prevent worsening, depending on the type of stroke. That is why you do not self-treat. At home, do not give random medications. Do not force food or water. Do not let them sleep it off. Do not wait for a relative to arrive. Call for help. Keep them safe, and be ready to answer key questions. Here is the short list of what to do while you wait. Keep them seated or lying safely. Do not give food or drink. Do not let them drive. Collect medication list if possible. Unlock the door and keep the phone available. Note: time symptoms started. Stay calm and keep them warm. Now let us add a powerful retention moment. Most people think stroke is only an older person problem. But after 50 the risk rises and the consequences can be bigger. And many of the highest risk people do not feel sick until it happens, so prevention matters. But today is about the emergency action that creates the biggest result fast, and I want you to see how small the effort is. In Linda's case, it was 3 tests and 1 phone call. That is it? Now here is the part that makes this video truly useful. I will give you a 2-minute stroke care plan you can use tonight. Step 1. Choose one person in your family to be the caller. Step 2. Agree on fast as the test. Step 3. Agree that you will call emergency services immediately if fast is positive. Step 4. Put a note on the fridge with emergency numbers and the word fast. Step 5. Store a list of medications and conditions in a phone note. This plan takes 2 minutes to set up and it can save a life. Big result. Little effort. Short time. Now, let us return to Linda for the lesson most people miss after treatment. She still needed rehab. Recovery is a process. But timely care protected her starting point. It prevented the worst case. That is the real promise here. Timely care does not guarantee perfection. It gives you the best possible chance. Now let me give you the 3 most common reasons families delay and how to defeat them. Reason 1. Denial. It will pass. Counter. Treat sudden symptoms as an emergency until proven otherwise. Reason 2. Fear of embarrassment. Counter. Emergency services would rather come and it be nothing than arrive too late. Reason 3. Uncertainty. Counter. You do not need certainty. You need speed. Now I want to lock retention with a simple challenge tonight. Teach fast to one person. Just one person. Spouse, friend, neighbor, caregiver. Then comment. Taught fast if you did it. This is how this information spreads to the people who need it now. Let us summarize everything in the simplest way possible. Timely stroke care changes a life because minutes matter. You do not confirm a stroke at home. You respond to a suspected stroke, use fast. Face, arm, speech, time call, emergency services immediately. Do not drive yourself if you can avoid it. Note the time symptoms started, even if symptoms disappear, you still seek urgent care. And here is your final 2-sentence script. Again, I think this might be a stroke. We are calling emergency services now. If you remember nothing else, remember that. Now take action, like this video, so more people over 50 see it. Subscribe for weekly brain and heart protection videos, and comment. Ready. If you now have a clear plan, share this with one person you care about today. One share can create the big result for someone else in a very short time. Thank you for watching, and stay safe.